What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and the PvP tournament has just ended, and I'm going to try to check my rewards even though it keeps crashing. Well, alright, it looks like it's going to come up even though, to be honest, I wasn't confident. I was, however, lucky enough to finish an adamantium, so we got 100,000 silver, 10 gold, the Rune of Resolve, which is a magic buff gadget that can be used while stunned. It also grants resist radiation exposure, so prevents new applications. Then it's going to give covered, so taking 50% damage from all attacks. And the really interesting thing about this is it says, if stunned, the Rune of Resolve applies resist radiation exposure, covered, and a shield to all allies. Since it can be used on any ally, and it's a buff action, that means with the Tactician Empowered costume you can make it a quick action. And if the other team actually ends up stunning you before use, then you're going to get all those benefits. It's an interesting gadget and certainly could come in handy if stuns make a big return. Then next we have the Scrapper's Safeguard suit, and it has an E-ISO slot, plus it makes your agent immune to winded. Then also you have a chance to prevent and counter enemy attacks and follow-up attacks. So basically you get Combo Breaker, plus your next attack is going to apply wide open. So once again, it's going to be interesting to see if Scrappers begin to make a comeback. To be honest though, I was actually using all bruisers just in case there was a Scrapper Iron Fist or Null. Originally I was using one of them in a Scrapper costume as well, but I got tired of enraging bruisers. My agent was a tactician though, of course. Then next we did win Karnak, and he has attuned, so takes reduced damage from follow-up and counterattacks, plus Sixth Sense, chance to preemptively counter when an ally is being attacked, and that chance increases if the ally is an inhuman. Alright, so let's check out his animation and his recruitment dialogue. Oh, and we only need hybrids, so we're really close to having all the heroes once again. Obviously we can't get them just yet, so we do have all the heroes for now. Then for his dialogue, he says, "Mine is the power to understand weakness, agent. You are a weakness." Well, hey, what's he trying to say here? You are the keystone. Everything will fall apart without your support. Okay, that's true. I offer my assistance so that all we hope to achieve comes to fruition. Alright, so Karnak got 3 panels of dialogue upon recruitment. I wonder what makes him special. Then here you can see my final rating and placement, and this is the team that I was using on offense. I'll show you my defense in just a second. But first, let's see if we can get a practice match, that way I can make a different video. And they did say something about practice battles being down, but I will try them out, and unfortunately for right now they are down. This, plus all the server problems that I've faced all day long, and I know most of you have too, is going to postpone the All Hail the King video until tomorrow. And for anyone who was affected, maybe rating wise or even ending placement, please post in the comment section below and hopefully they see it. I'm really not sure what can be done about it, but it seems like problems happen at the end of every single tournament, and it really is something that needs addressed. But what I'm going to do right now is use Karnak, and I'm going to run the daily mission, the final boss, that is if I don't get forced into refresh after refresh. I'm actually going to pair him up with a fellow inhuman, so we're going to use Gorgon. And let me tell you, his preemptive counter kicks in all the time. It's definitely really ramped up when you team him up with another inhuman. Also, when he does activate it, he hits with a Fracture Flaw, so that's going to be his level 1. It's a guaranteed hit and guaranteed crit, and it also has disadvantage, so that means it's going to actually counter the class benefits for the target. In this case, normally we would have to worry about enraging this bruiser, but instead Karnak's level 1 place is neutralized, which means he can't gain enraged. In fact, it removes and prevents stat increasing effects altogether. So that's a pretty awesome level 1, and the fact that he preemptively hits with it, oh, and it's a guaranteed hit and crit, I'm sure his attacks are going to be devastating in the future. I mean, just imagine him fully ISO'd out. Also, he's going to be an incredible team up with anyone from Iron Fist to Luke Cage. I even plan on using him with Molly Hayes. But with our Inhumans roster being bolstered, I think it's about time we make that Inhumans video. They're no slouches. Take Gorgon for example. His Show No Mercy is a devastating one-hit attack. And now moving on to the final boss of the daily mission, it's going to be Crimson Cow. Of course she's going to gain combat reflexes, but Karnak can prevent her counter. That is, right after she finishes attacking us. Man, I really hope she's a lockbox character at some point, because that's an amazing attack. Okay, and Gorgon has to skip his turn, so what we're going to do is use a Light Fantastic. This is going to remove all our buffs and give us a heal. And then next we'll use the Improbability Field. After that, Karnak can use his level 1 Fracture Flaw, and what it's going to do is place off balance on an Infiltrator. Plus he will get a follow-up attack because of course he is a Scrapper. So with him and the new Scrapper costume, I'm wondering if the next season could be a season of the Scrappers. Probably not though, especially with Molly Hayes, and potentially double or even triple Bruiser teams. Speaking of Bruisers, here goes Gorgon with his level 9. This Inhuman shows no mercy. Just like that, the boss is finished, and now we get to see that amazing roulette. Now today's daily mission is pretty impressive because you do get a chance at a ton of different EISO, and it only costs about 30 energy to get a spin. Unfortunately, that one junk item on the wheel is what I end up getting every single time. But we do have a chance at the aggressive, melee attacks increase attack, the protective that gives us Savant, so a tactician will start combat with a shield. Then next we have the viscous empowered ISO weight, and this grants a bruiser heavy blows. That's going to be followed by the cleansing empowered ISO weight, which grants a generalist salve. Next we have Red Hulk's smoldering empowered ISO weight, which causes him to begin the fight with 40% heat. Then there's our one worthless item, an Incap 3, followed by the explosive empowered ISO weight, which has collateral damage. Then we have the close empowered ISO weight, which causes melee attacks to have a higher chance to crit. And finally the lingering empowered ISO weight, which causes counterattacks to apply poisoned. So here goes our spin, and I'm sure we're going to win that Incap 3 because that's pretty much the only thing I've been getting. Wow, we end up getting the aggressive empowered ISO weight, so maybe recording this was good luck. Now as long as the game continues to work, I'm going to keep running this as long as I can. And I suggest that everyone else does the same, and I do wish you all the best of luck. Plus I want to congratulate everyone for their finish in this PvP tournament, and I really hope you got all the prizes you were going for. Then lastly, I want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck and take care.